You're supposed to say action. Action! Thank you. I don't respond for anything else. Sorry.
What do community values mean to me?
What do community values mean to me?
What do community values mean to me?
What does community values mean to me?
What's it mean?
Oh, it means
recognizing the inherent worth of everyone and everything around me.
That we are all related and we are all interconnected.
You care about other people and not just yourself.
Human beings are social creatures. We don't survive without another one nearby.
The community is all in it together. It's like no one group in the community has better access to anything.
We are family. When I think about the fact that my family extends past just my mother, brothers, and sisters, that my extended family goes like from here to there.
It's the same message that we've been telling people since Columbus came.
Working people know that we do better together, so all of us together raises all of us up.
How you sleep, knowing that your neighbor is hungry or the baby doesn't have milk or can't get to the doctor, or, you know, how do you sleep? It's not right.
As a community, you put your hand back to the next one and keep lifting them up that ladder, and everybody keeps doing this, so we all get to the top.
We all share and benefit from when one community wins, and that's what community values means to me.
Well, thank you, Joanne. That's what I was going to say.
My community values come from my family, my country back in Colombia.
Mine come from my faith, from what I was taught, the way I was raised.
I think of small town Maine, where when somebody's sick, somebody else brings a casserole, and people keep bringing casseroles until someone has enough food for however long the illness lasts.
there was this lady that didn't know you, but that knew that you were 9 years old and you needed to be looked after, and she would do that.
We were poor, but we didn't know we were poor. We lived in a poor community, but nobody in our community was poor because we all ate. We shared the wood, we shared the beans, we shared the greens, we passed down clothes. So, you know, it's just it was a community of caring.
One of the things that I was brought up with was a concept that came from the Mayan people.
Inlakesh, which in Mayan means you are the other, no, you are my other you. Or, oh, I messed up. You are my other, no, you are, oh, I messed up again. You are my other.
Inlakesh translates to, in English, it translates to you are my other self. And so growing up, I was taught that if I respect and I honor you, I respect and I honor myself.
Values are those sets of principles that give meaning to our lives.
And that is not the way this country has been for the past 30 years. This country has been in a really bad situation where, you know, it's all about me, me, me.
We got to shift the political debate in the country. Right now it's being dominated by values that emphasize the individual, values that emphasize wealth, greed. And I think we found that those values don't work. Those values lead to bad policies.
There's so much that's like, Robin, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstrap. You know, Robin, you created this situation. If I ever hear anybody ever tell me again, I made my bed and I need to lay in it, you know, that whole mentality would be gone.
I think most of the world already puts a lot of value on community, but what we've been fed through the media and over the last 30 years is anti-community. And so I think that when people wake up and really realize or start acting on what they already know in their gut, that we'll turn this world upside down.
A lot of times organizers, we go at things from a self-interest point of view. And I think what I've learned about community values is that it's a different way to approach issues.
That it's not just about a single issue of immigration or getting a citizenship, but that it's all tied together.
That's the reason why I organize. That's the reason why I'm an organizer.
There is nothing more important than community, and there's nothing more important than the people who live in those communities.
When the world embraces community values, concrete ways that things will change.
Actually, when you lead with values, good values, you get better corn and better food.
together we can create a vision that will be so big and so grand and so beautiful that all the differences that we talk about today will be so small and insignificant.
I think it would look like people caring about each other, our brothers and sisters not necessarily down and out because we all cared enough to lift them up.
It would mean that there was housing opportunity for people of different income levels and not just for the wealthiest people.
People won't be discriminated against because of their race or sexual identity or any of the things that we have used to separate and segregate ourselves.
Take the mindset off aggression and violence and war.
We would respect each other better. We would see how working for each other works.
It'd mean that my sister would have health insurance and not have to worry about having cancer and not being able to take care of her health.
Nobody would be lacking because we would care enough about each other to keep that from happening. I think that's the kind of world it would be.
Community values are treasures. They are heirlooms. Community values are things you pass on, not necessarily to your own children, but to somebody else's child, so that community value will go on as long as life goes on, as long as there's a human being on earth. You will have a value of your community, and we got to start in our own communities to have community values.
We are interconnected.
Values involve everyone and everything together.
Good.